How do you advocate for victims, and how do you determine what cases get prosecuted? Let's have Natalie start. Sorry.
The number one way you can advocate for a victim when you're prosecuting a case that involves a victim is to let them know that you're on their side. While the county attorney and a prosecutor in any case actually represents the people of the state of Kansas, when a victim walks in to talk to you about what's going to happen in court, they feel like you're their attorney. And it's okay that they feel that you're their attorney, because that's who you should be there for. One of the things that is very well done in Ford County is the Victim Witness Assistance Program. And we have 2 persons who work in that department, and they're very good at what they do. They do a lot of helping, they do a lot of advising. But again, and you're going to hear me come back to this, I realize, a number of times, the county attorney themselves needs to be available in the office when a victim walks in the door and says, I need to talk to somebody about what's going on with my case. They shouldn't have to wait while a bunch of calls are made to figure out, is he in city court today, is he in some other county doing workers' comp today? And again, I don't begrudge Mr. Malone that he's trying to earn a living and going out to find, additional ways, but the county attorney position and any prosecutor position, it has to be a public service job. That's who you're there for. So.
We have probably the best victim witness coordinators in the state of Kansas, Tiffany Askew and her assistant Sandy Anzola. They do an absolutely fabulous job in taking care of the needs of victims, lining them up, things of this nature. That's exactly what they do. And by the way, they are. I was able to bring back a grant for that, which we've, I think, received approximately $240,000 in the last 3 years, as compared to $20,000 the 4 years before that. So it's extremely important to me that the victims are taken care of and taken care of correctly, and I do say they are, because I can't talk, I just can't say any more about Tiffany and Sandy. They do a fantastic job. And how we decide whether it's prosecuted, you base that on the evidence. We're very fortunate to have the Dodge City Police Department and the Sheriff's Department, who have great investigators. They're getting better every day, and of course they do the investigation. And after they get their investigation done, they come to see us. If we have any questions or doubts about it, then we send them back, and they do more investigation. And you decide to prosecute a case when you have enough facts, enough evidence to prove somebody guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. If you don't have that, you don't prosecute the case. So we're very fortunate to have good law enforcement officials investigating our cases for us, and good assistance. And I believe I do a good job of making judgments on what should be tried and what shouldn't be. Thank you.
Natalie, you have 1 minute to respond.
Thank you. I agree about pretty much everything Mr. Malone said, but there's one important piece that needs to be added on there, and that is, at what point do you have a duty, whether it's the law or the statute or not, at what point do you have a duty to sit down and notify that victim as to why their case may not be being prosecuted? I had more than one occasion where I was instructed to dismiss a case, shot off an email saying, is there any chance you'd give me a reason to tell the victim? And I typically did not get a reply.
That statement is simply untrue. I think if there is anybody that is responsive to victims, I'd like to know who it is. If it is me, I respond to the victims. I sat down with people to explain exactly why we're not proceeding. In fact, I've had to do it for Natalie because she didn't want that chore with one individual who was rather difficult to deal with. And I was asked to explain to him why we couldn't take this case to trial. I was glad to do so. I hope I explained it to him effectively. He's still not happy with me about it. But I have broad shoulders, and that's my responsibility, and I'm going to take it with all of my assistants.
Okay, we're going back to the sheriff's table.